Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Vees View. I'm Craig Beauchemin, joined alongside the head coach and general manager of the Penticton Vees, Fred Harbinson. Fred, one game under the belt so far this season, a 4-2 win against the Merritt Centennials last Friday. We're up 2-0 less than 2 minutes into the game. Really couldn't ask for a better start, could you?
No, definitely not. I mean, there was a long delay, which you see a lot of times with home openers this time of year, and our guys handled it well and came out of the gates extremely well and scored. You know, in a place that's always hard to score in for our teams. You know, getting the 2 quick goals, and at the same time, you know, they called the timeout. We talked about it. We knew that they would probably find time to get back in the game. They did, but we pushed through it. Big, huge power play goal to get us going into the third period, and then I thought we played our best period, you know, in that third.
No, pretty cool moment in that game with the 2 guys who scored those opening goals. Your co-captain Owen Sillinger opens the scoring, and then his little brother Lucas scores about 17 seconds later. Pretty cool moment for the Sillinger family.
Absolutely, yeah. You know, it's fun. We've had some different brother combinations over the years here, and these 2 guys are going to be big parts of our team this year, and you know, to see obviously Owen, he gets the big goal. You know, he kind of offensively had you know, a bit of a tough time in the playoffs last year. He still played outstanding for us and was a big part of our championship, but you could see scoring that first game, he was excited, and then to see his younger brother sort of cap it off a few, you know, like you said, less than a minute later, was outstanding for the whole family.
Special teams wise, our penalty kill goes a perfect 5 for 5. Power play 1 for 8. Power play kind of struggled a bit last year as well. Is it just a matter of a new group working together and sort of getting that chemistry together?
Oh, we scored the goal. We scored the winning goal. So I mean, you know what? That's all for the power play. If you can score a power play goal a night, that should be enough to win the hockey game, hopefully. And if you do anything 5-on-5, last year I didn't think we one-time pucks well enough. I thought we had difficulty with players on the top. With Gabe Bass basically missing almost the whole year, he was going to be our quarterback. Now all of a sudden you've got different guys. Johnny Tectonic's a lot you know, more elevated in his game now with the added strength. One of the things that he had trouble with a year ago was getting pucks through. You can see that he's already gotten through that. Lieberman, O'Connell. I mean, we've got a lot of guys that can play it off the top of the power play, and I think that's where it always starts.
You mentioned that Merritt was able to tie the game. I like the way you guys didn't lose focus and lose their composure when Merritt tied the game. We were able to stick with it, and as you mentioned, get that power play goal.
Yeah, no, I mean, when you look at even the exhibition games in Brooks and whatnot, you know, there's no panic in our game right now. It was one of our strengths a year ago where, you know, guys in tight games, we were able to handle it, and again, so far so good. And you know, we're going to play against a very hungry team here come Friday with Salmon Arm, and I'm sure there'll be situations where we're going to have to deal with it. It's not going to be an easy ride.
Yeah, you mentioned that Salmon Arm team. For whatever reason, a team that the Vees sort of struggled against last year, a 2-3-1 record. What was it about the team last year that Salmon Arm may have had your number bid, and how do you deal with that this year?
I think if you go back and look at it, not taking anything away from them, our lineup seemed like every time we played them, we had significant bodies out of the lineup. And you know, I think our top goal, you know, Robson, our #1 goalie, didn't play a lot of the games, and you know, so there was a few things there. It's you know what, they get momentum, and that seems like in that building, when they score 1, they seem to, you know, they're able to score 2, and they kind of get going from there. So you know, we have to manage their momentum swings, Salmon Arm's momentum swings, and just make sure that we manage the game you know, the way we want it to be played. All
right, Fred, as always, thanks for this, and we'll talk to you again next week.
Thank you.
Castanet has webcams, and lots of them. Click the cams button in our yellow masthead to see them all.